Alright, buddy, so this is the village of Evergreen Mountain. It's a medieval village that we are going to be building right here. So the first thing we're going to do is replace all of the existing buildings with the buildings that I have saved right here. These are schematics that I have from the other medieval cities that I've built. We're going to copy and paste them in right here. So the old village was basically just like some houses, like a regular NPC village, and then also a few random Minecraft builds that I did several years ago, like a movie theater and like a random house. So we are going to just replace all those with the existing buildings. So and as we take a look up here, and now that all the buildings are pretty much pasted in, we're going to begin constructing the roads. So to do that, I'm basically going to remove all of the existing roads, which are kind of more modern looking, and replace them with these red concrete roads. The roads aren't going to stay red concrete though. We're going to change those to the actual texture towards the end of the building part of this video. But right here is like a quarry, but I'm gonna go ahead and cover up the quarry by putting a tavern right there, and then also a market stall, and I'm gonna build the road up to the tavern. There we go. And now I'm gonna cover up the entire cave, and so you wouldn't even notice that there was ever a quarry there. So now what's going to happen is I'm going to build the town square area. So the roads are going to get a bit wider here. We do have to remove a lot of the trees because they're just in the way, and you really can't get to the roads from here. So now that the town square area, is kind of, almost done, we are going to add some market stalls up top towards the boarding house, which is the tallest building in the city. And now right here, we're going to build a road to go down. As you can see, the town name is Evergreen Mountain, so a lot of the roads are going to be pretty steep. But right here, we have to build some more market stalls. And then we're just going to go ahead and fill in some terrain right there, remove that tree, and then build the road to get from that tavern back there, past the market stalls, to the main section of the town. So at this point, the town square of Evergreen Mountain is basically complete. Now we're going to begin making the road go through like this valley. But I had an obstacle course that I built here that I am going to remove because it does not fit the medieval theme at all. And in this area right here, it was actually the perfect size for my cathedral. So we're going to go ahead and paste that in right there. So you can see if it's perfectly in between those two, mountains. And then we're going to put an animal pen on top of that other hill, which I think is a nice addition. And now that that's complete, we're going to build the road going down from the animal pen past the cathedral all the way to the rest of the town. There are some more NPC village houses that we have to remove though, just because they are outdated and they don't really fit the current theme of the city. I'm going to make the road go through the river, and I'm actually going to remove all the water, so it looks like there was never even a river there. It was just a valley. And now I'm going to continue building the road to go down to the end there, kind of down that mountain. And right here I have to remove some of the old roads that I have because we just don't need them anymore, and they really aren't serving any kind of purpose, so we're just going to remove those out of the way. I am going to build a new road though to kind of connect to the outskirts of the town. So as you can see right here, I'm going to go ahead and begin building that other little road that will connect to the main road down there. Now we're going to connect the villages of Snowy Cliff to Evergreen Mountain. Snowy Cliff is right up there towards the top. And now that that's complete, it's time to go ahead and actually make the road texture. So there we go. The road texture is changed. And now what we're going to do is add all of the trees into Evergreen Mountain. And this is just one of those builds where when you add the trees in, it really comes to life. Because before it was looking decent, but once I added the trees in, it just made everything look so much nicer. The same thing was true when I built Snowy Cliff with these same buildings. These kind of like snowy trees look really good in this biome here, and definitely really make the build stand out. So I am going to try and add some snow over the village as one last thing before we go ahead and get on to the showcase. And here it is, the showcase. We're going to fly through the town square of Evergreen Mountain. You can see I added a lot of horse-drawn carriages and people to the village off camera. We're going to fly down here past the valley. You can see the knights in the carriage. And then we're going to go up here and take a look at the cathedral, which is kind of, off by itself. But I thought that it was the perfect location for it. And now I'm gonna give you kind of an aerial view as we pass the boarding house right here. And just go through the town square once again with all the market stalls and the houses and the shops. And then we're gonna go to the outskirts where we have the other tavern. And you can download Evergreen Mountain on my Patreon, but that is